Welcome to 843 TV. I'm Wayne Morris with WHHI-TV.
And I'm Carrie Smoot with the Village Spa.
And today we are at one of the most beautiful spots, I think, on the island.
It is.
It's South Beach Marina, and it's got that New England type beach town feel to it.
Kind of has a different feel than other places.
Very cool. And they've, you know, if you haven't been here, I'm sure everybody has, but if you haven't, you got to come. They've got great restaurants, Salty Dog Cafe, the Wreck of the Salty Dog, motorsports,
very
fishing.
Very kid-friendly too.
Yeah, very awesome place.
And here to talk about that, our first guest is Mr. Mark Yarbrough. He is the Director of Marketing for the Salty Dog. So he's going to be here telling us exactly what everybody offers and what you're missing if you've never been here.
Yeah, and you probably have a Salty Dog t-shirt as well. Our next guest is Captain Jay Goodrich. He runs a ferry service from Daufuskie to Hilton Head and Savannah, and you know, he's going to tell us about, everybody wants to know, how do I get to Daufuskie, how do I get to Daufuskie? Well, we've got a guy for you. He's going to get you there, and very affordable, and takes care of you the whole way, and very responsible, so we'll talk to him for a little while as well.
Yes, and then lastly we have Miss Carolyn Van Agel. She is in charge of the Hilton Head Island Motoring Festival and the Concours d'Elegance. I hope I said that right. But it's coming up again this year, right around the corner, and they've got some exciting news.
Yeah.
They're actually moving the event venue, which is very interesting because it's a really big ordeal.
It
so
is.
we're
and they're gonna do
excited
some
to
cool
see
things with the cars and where they're putting them on the golf course, and
yes,
got to check all that out. It's a new spot, and you know, going to inject some more life into already probably the second biggest festival in the island.
Probably. So make sure that you come back and join us for 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
843 TV, where the town of Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where Daufuskie Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber comes to speak.
843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. Today we are here with Mr. Mark Yarbrough. He is the marketing director for the Salty Dog. How are you?
Very good.
Thank you for joining us. So today we're sitting here at the Wreck of the Salty Dog. We are in South Beach Marina in Sea Pines, deep into Sea Pines.
All the way in.
So what can you tell me about it, and what makes the Wreck different from the Salty Dog itself?
Well, the menus are pretty much the same, but the Wreck is a little bit nicer. We do have a piano in the lobby. We have our Bach Lobster nights on Wednesday nights. But the main thing that differentiates it is the chef specials. So we kind of elevate the menu a little bit with the chef every night.
Bach Lobster?
Bach Lobster.
Is that playing Bach while you eat lobster?
That's exactly what it is.
I'm pretty quick. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's been going well. We've been doing it for a year now, and it works out pretty good.
Cool.
There is always something going on down here in South Beach. What's coming up?
Well, on the 21st we have a fish fry, and then coming up the weekend after that, on the 28th, we have our craft beer and barbecue festival.
Oh man.
Say, Mark, could you tell us more about the Salty Dogs Craft Beer and Barbecue Festival?
Sure. It is going to be about 20 to 30 different local beers served up with the barbecue that will be smoked all day long and be ready by 4 o'clock.
Nice.
So,
music?
Music, Dave Kimberly will be playing, and we'll have kids' activities, face painting, the usual stuff.
Nice.
Now on the weekend events, do they just run on one day, or are they all weekend long?
They are on Saturdays. We have an event every Saturday pretty much through November, and then we run into it becomes a little sparser as we get closer to Thanksgiving, and we go into our Christmas stuff. But you know, every weekend, especially in October, there's we have a fall festival, we have a Halloween contest, we have a Low Country Boil and Seafood Festival. Pretty much something every Saturday.
So the craft and barbecue is coming up this Saturday, the 28th.
The 28th.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what time? I mean,
starts at 4.
Okay, 4 o'clock, and then just till whatever.
Runs till the music will play till 9, and just pretty much, all night.
Awesome. What kind of beers? Do you know yet?
Well, there's going to be from Savannah, Charleston. I know River Dog is going to be there. They're bringing some of those in. Some from Georgia. Just pretty much all local stuff.
Very cool.
So.
That's become such a huge
We have people that really enjoy putting that on and
Yeah.
trying some different stuff, and especially some of the seasonal beers.
Right.
So.
And South Carolina's now claiming that we're the barbecue trail.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, I guess the barbecue trail
Yes,
ends
I
here
saw
on
that.
the coast.
Well, Herb does really good on his barbecue, and I know he's going to be smoking that stuff all day long.
Yeah, awesome.
You
We'll have to
haven't
check
had
it
real
out.
barbecue until you have South Carolina barbecue.
That's
I don't
true.
care what anybody says.
So I go, speaking of other areas other than South Carolina, I go to like California or Florida, and I see these people walking around with Salty Dog t-shirts. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
They're everywhere.
I mean, how many of y'all sold?
There's no way to count how many we sold. I mean, it's got to be in the millions.
Yeah.
But we sell them all over the world. We ship worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
We sell them online. But you can really only get them out of the 3 stores. We have 2 stores down at South Beach and 1 store on Arrow Road.
How do you explain that? I mean, it's like a cultural thing. I don't know how you explain
I
something
think
like
it's
that.
a good quality product at a good fair price, and they've always said it'll beat the path of your door.
So what are some of your other big sellers? Obviously the t-shirts probably are the reigning queens.
Yeah, right now we have we brought in a tri-blend, which is a really super soft t-shirt, lightweight. It's perfect for this kind of environment. Typically our Hanes BPT is like our #1 seller. These things are coming in and they're going to give Hanes a run for their money.
Wow.
And we have our polos. Those are new things that we brought in this year. We have sweatshirts that are 20% off. So they're doing, we sell a ton of sweatshirts. You'd be surprised how many sweatshirts we sell in the summer. But the t-shirts right now are priced 10, 12, 14, and 16. We did this whole even pricing. We actually lowered the prices on all our t-shirts.
And that's going on right now?
That's going on right now. It's been that way all summer.
Great.
And so it's phenomenal. Now we also brought in a hot sauce. And we have Jake sauce, and we also brought in a buffalo sauce, which the buffalo sauce is amazing. Yeah. In fact, we brought back buffalo shrimp on the menu because of the sauce.
That's
So
good.
for anybody that's confused, because as I was laughing earlier, I'd never been down this far, so I will definitely bring my kids back down here, but the Salty Dog is one owner.
One owner, one restaurant.
With obviously a very good marketing person.
My job's just not to mess it up.
So it's just basically like a family-owned business that has just, the brand has superseded
Exploded.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah, we were very conscious of, protecting our brand and treating it customer service, the right product, the right price.
Are there Salty Dogs anywhere else other than just Hilton Head?
No, there are some that are grandfathered in because they had the copyright before us, but we own the copyright for Salty Dog Apparel, and we own the copyright for Salty Dog.
So when you see Salty Dog, no matter where you're at, it
coming
came
from here.
from Hilton Head.
That's wild. And if for those that have never been down here, I'm sure everybody has, but I mean, South Beach is just such a unique, cool place. I mean, it reminds you of like a New England beach town. There's unbelievable restaurants, there's great bars. I mean, you can really fun for the whole family. I know it's said a lot, but it truly is.
I mean, it's really kid-friendly down here.
It is. There's no question.
We've got 3 restaurants, a couple of shops. The retail shop, we have a fishing tackle shop. The marina itself.
Parasailing, jet skis.
Parasailing, jet skiing.
I want to go parasailing.
Kayaking. And Braddock Cove is one of the best fishing places you can come on the island.
Wow.
It's loaded with redfish.
Nice.
So, I
And
shouldn't
you
tell
all
everybody
cannot
that.
see our beautiful
Just get away your
view
hole.
right now, but we're
Yeah.
sitting here looking out the
We'll show it
window
on-
with
on
our
the
beautiful
B-roll, for sure.
70-degree. I have to say I had my heater on this morning in the car though. Since we don't have any blood, which
I was
lived
like,
down
your
here
blood's
for a
getting kinda
while.
thin.
Yes, it is. It's terrible. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. And for people who want more information, they can go to saltydog.com, and I'm sure it will answer any of the questions that you have and get you a T-shirt that everybody needs.
Great. Thank you.
All right, so make sure that you come back for more 843 TV.
Welcome back to 843 TV. We are now joined by Jay Goodrich, who is the captain and manager of Defusky Island Adventures. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely. We love talking about Defusky. So there's a lot of charters in the area, and there's a lot of boats that do this type of thing that you do. What's your niche? What sets you apart from some of those other guys?
I would say there's a few things that set us apart. One being our experience, another being the resources we have available to us. Now, while I may be young, the owners of the company have been around here for over 20 years operating on these waters. So they've developed great relationships both with people on Hilton Head as well as Defusky Island. So we have a multitude of docks that we can use at both locations.
Okay.
We have access to several boats that we can run, and we actually have 2 different companies that we manage.
Wow.
So I manage the company that's up on the north end of the island, and then we have another company that runs out of Harbor Town and takes care of some of our other trips.
Wow.
Now, with all these boats, we have to have a lot of captains. So we have over 50 years of experience on the water with all the captains we have available. So I would say,
experience and resources.
Yeah.
That's a good competitive advantage, I'd
Right?
say.
So how often do y'all run shuttles?
well, we'll run shuttles 7 days a week, 7 days a week during sun up to sundown, 365 days a year. We do try to work by reservation only, but most of the time we're already out on the water. So if you call us up, we can probably get you out within a few hours, because we do understand the difficulties that come with living on an island, having to travel back and forth, whether you're vacationing or not. So we try to work best with what people need, what fits their schedule, not just run a set schedule, so we can try to accommodate everyone.
So they have like your cell phone, I guess, and if you're on the
Yes.
water, they can call you. That's pretty cool.
Yep, and you know, I can't always answer when I'm on the water, but leave a message, we'll get right back to you, because
Right.
we do realize the difficulties of traveling on the water.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now, what are your rates for the shuttles?
We charge $75, and that includes the round trip ticket to and from Dufusky Island. That also includes secure parking and at Salty Fair Landing, which is on the north end of Hilton Head Island. Now, this is a 24-hour patrolled lot, so you won't have to worry about your car while you're on Dufusky Island. This also includes curbside luggage assistance. So you just pull down to the curb, throw your luggage on the ground. Well, you don't have to throw it, you can set it down. But set your luggage on the ground, give you a hand getting it down to the boat, get everything loaded up. It'll be a short 30-minute ride over to Dufusky. Sometimes it does take a little bit longer, depending if we see any dolphins along the way. We usually do try to stop and let people get some views and take some pictures if we can of the dolphins. But then once we get to the other side of Dufusky Island, if you haven't already, we can help you with golf cart rentals. So you can have transportation on Dufusky Island, and then we'll help you get your luggage up to your golf cart so we can get you on your way.
And so this is open to the public.
Absolutely.
Anyone can call. This isn't just like a member thing or a Dufusky resident thing. This is open to everyone.
Yep, now we do have several people that we take back and forth on a pretty regular basis, but absolutely, you can
Okay.
just give us a call, and we do have 3 vessels that we maintain, so we can accommodate larger parties, and usually we can reach some discounts with the larger parties.
Yeah, I mean, so golf groups, people that want to go eat,
Absolutely.
over and maybe can't drive back for whatever
right.
reason.
A lot of people that go
What
there.
a great service. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Go over to Marshsides, have a few drinks,
Yeah,
you know.
don't have to worry about it.
Give us
Get
a
it right
call,
in.
we'll get you back.
So what do you do if it's raining?
That's a good question. Now, all trips will be the discretion of the captain that's on duty, but safety is our #1 priority. Safety of the passengers, safety of the crew members, and the safety of the vessel. We're not going to go run through the middle of any kind of lightning storms or anything like that.
I don't want to be in the middle of the ocean.
No.
What happens?
But one of our advantages is 2 of our 3 vessels are totally enclosed with isinglass around the back and a canopy on top. So even if we do get one of our lovely afternoon pop-up showers or something like that around here, we'll be able to stay dry. We'll just close the sides, keep everyone nice and dry. We'll keep the luggage dry. And all of our boats are equipped with the latest in GPS technology. So even if we do get caught out in a little bit of rain, we'll stay dry and we'll still be able to navigate the water safely.
And we were talking earlier about the rough waters, and you can't control that, obviously.
Yep.
But how do you deal with that if you've got maybe somebody who's not really ready
Doesn't
for the
have
rough
their sea
water?
legs.
Well, the waves are all dependent on the wind.
Okay.
So sometimes half the trip can be bumpy and the other half's actually going to be relatively smooth. So what we'll do is we'll just slow it down and just kind of cruise through the rough part, because like we said, safety is the #1 priority, so we don't want to beat up the passengers, we don't want to beat up the crew, we really don't want to beat up the boats, because if we don't have a boat, we can't take
that's
the people
true.
back and
It's
forth.
a really
so.
easy trip, though.
It
I mean,
is.
for people
It's-
who aren't familiar at all with what, going to Dufusky or have any concept of where you're going, it's a really easy trip, and it's a beautiful trip.
It's so fun too.
yeah.
I mean, it's an
Yeah. It's
adventure.
really
It is.
relaxing.
It's fun.
And you will more than likely see dolphins.
Oh yeah, it's great. You can
every
sit
time.
back, have a drink, relax on the way
Yeah.
over. It's a good way to start the trip or end a trip.
Yeah, very cool. Now, obviously, we have the ferry ride.
Yes.
What other services do you guys provide?
Well, we offer, for folks staying on Dufusky, we offer the opportunity to go over to Savannah for a day trip. Great little spot to hang out for a day and get some lunch, do a little bit of shopping.
Very cool.
But our sister company down here in Harbortown also offers day trips to Defusky Island. So if you just want to go check it out for the day, you're not sure if you want to spend your entire vacation there, we can get you over there for the day, help you with golf cart rentals, or if you want to go play golf on Defusky at Bloody Point or down at Melrose, we can help you with that. Or if you're already on Defusky Island and you want to come back to Hilton Head, to Harbortown to get some dinner, rent some wave runners, go on a dolphin tour, something like that, we can get you back across as well.
Awesome.
So it's $75 per person for a round trip?
And that's off of the north end of the island.
Okay.
If you're coming in and out of Harbortown, it's only $45.
Okay.
And real quickly, we're running out of time, but tell us the phone number and the website that we can contact you if we want
The
to set
phone
it up.
number is area code 573-855-3372. And then you can just go to our website, and that's defuskyadventures.com.
Captain Jay, thank you very much
Thank
for being
you.
here. We'll be right back with more 843 TV.
Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here now with Miss Carolyn Van Agel. She is the director or the president of the Hilton Head Island Motoring Festival. How are you?
I am doing well.
Seems
thank
like
you.
we just interviewed you. I can't believe it's time again.
I know, it's 5 more weeks.
Yes, so there's a big move happening with the Motoring Festival this year. Tell us a little bit about it.
Huge move. We have been actually over at the Coastal Discovery Museum for the last 11 years. This is our 12th year, and we are moving to the Port Royal Golf Club in Port Royal Plantation. Unbelievable. We are going to be
Pretty
on,
exciting.
the cars will be displayed on the 1st and 18th fairway.
That's sweet.
And then the driving range will be all the parades of cars. We'll have our boats there. So it is going to be amazing.
So
do
for all
not
the
go to-
golfers that just cringed by the thought of you having the cars on the golf course,
I know.
this is equal to Pebble Beach. And what was the other one you said?
Amelia Island. You know,
Yeah.
it's funny because we all think immediately, oh my gosh, you're going to put cars
Yeah.
on the golf course. You can't do that, you know. Now, what we'll do though is the cars will be on the fairways. We're actually going to have some cars that are on the greens. Some of our sponsors are going to have the new cars shown on the greens, but they will be protected because it's interesting. The golf course doesn't care about the cars, but they don't want high heels on the green. Isn't that
You don't wanna
interesting?
aerate the
People,
grass.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not that levelness of the cars. It's, you know, people walking on the green. So it's going to be spectacular.
They aerated a certain time
Aerating,
of the year.
yeah, exactly.
Now, what else can people expect to see at this year's Motoring Festival?
Well, it's unbelievable. By the way, I noticed you all are, you know, not saying the last word, which is Concord delegates, which we still are. Actually, what's fun about this is that the Saturday show, and by the way, the dates are the 2nd and 3rd of November. The Saturday show is car clubs that are invited from throughout the country, and those are the newer cars, like the muscle cars and the sports cars. And this year we have an Italian theme, so you'll see Ferraris and Lamborghinis
Awesome.
and really cool cars. That's Saturday. Both days we're going to have a couple of special exhibits. One is the Gatsby exhibit. We are going to
fun.
have cars that literally are the same cars, not the car, but the same model of cars that appeared in the Gatsby movie.
I just watched that. the
Which
other
is
day.
Good
really
movie.
going to
Yeah, it
be
was. It was really
really,
good.
really cool. Another thing we're doing is an exhibit called Life on the Beach. And that'll be how people used to go to the beach, like old dune buggies and
fun.
woody station wagons with surfboards, you know, sticking out of them. It's going to be really fun. The kids are going
fun.
to love that.
This
Yeah.
may be a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is it all older cars, or are there some newer models as well?
Well, the sponsors will like that you asked that. Because actually you get to test drive new cars.
Okay.
Our big sponsors are Porsche, Jaguar, BMW, Land Rover, on we go. You will have a chance to drive those cars.
Okay.
So the big sponsor
Cool.
exhibits are very cool,
Okay.
yes.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on in Savannah the weekend before?
Yeah, it's really, you know, people don't realize that the Motoring Festival is really 10 days long. We branded it as Motoring Festival Week. So October 25th through the 27th of October, just said that, we will have the Savannah Speed Classic, which is racing on a track that's over there on Hutchinson Island next to the Westin there. So we've literally got 2 Westins anchoring
pretty
the
cool.
event, which is very cool. You can go over there, not only can you watch amazing cars, everything from NASCARs to Formula cars to Indy cars, sports cars, you can actually take a hot lap with
I
a
think that'd be
race
so much
driver,
fun.
and it
That
is
would be
a
awesome.
blast. Now, I only did that once.
That's kind of
you
the
do
Rich
it?
and Teddy
was
Once was
experience.
enough?
I mean, these guys, you get in a car, you put the helmet on, they strap you in, and you are out there on that racetrack at 150 miles an hour.
At their mercy.
At their mercy.
Good thing they're pros.
They're professionals.
Oh
so.
yeah, it's really an experience, and so I encourage people to go over to Savannah the weekend before.
That's cool. I mean, it's not far.
It's not far at all.
45
I mean,
minutes.
it's really what 40 minutes,
Yeah.
you know, to get over to Savannah. I think we think it's the other side of the world because you cross the, you know, the state line.
I feel like Sea Pines is the other side of the world. I'm like conveniently in the middle. So it's not bad at all. I mean, from Bluffton, you can get there in 20 minutes.
Yes, I
Right.
bet.
Yeah.
So new venue, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're on Hilton Head. I know people are going to be wondering about parking, and also I had a question. Does the new venue allow for any new activities or displays?
Yeah, no, great question, because actually that's one of the things is we will have very, very limited, actually no parking except
Okay.
for sponsors and some folks that are VIPs
Right.
at the site. But we will have free parking over at the Coastal Discovery Museum at Honeyhorn. That's a huge area that can host a lot of cars.
Which is where it used to be.
Whereas where it used to be, that's why I was, you know, I think that's kind of funny, because if people don't read, which, you know, we're trying to advertise that we're moving the venue
Yeah.
to Port Royal, but they can park there for free, and we'll have shuttles constantly going throughout the day. So
Similar to
that's
what
gonna
the
really
Heritage
make,
does as
exactly.
well.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're really
We're used to
becoming
it.
the Heritage
Yeah.
format. The good news is that it's actually all in one location, so it's very easy
Cool.
to shuttle, so not a problem.
So there's going to be free shuttles from your parking at Honeyhorn right into Port Royal, which is a whole 5-minute trip.
Exactly. I mean, it really is. It's really close. And, you know, you were asking about what's going on at the new venue. Really fun. Of course, the Port Royal Clubhouse is stunning. I
Yeah.
mean, I think
It's beautiful.
it's a beautiful location, and it's actually a very easy location for everyone to get to. One of the main reasons that we moved is it allowed us to have more space.
Okay.
We really, Honeyhorn, lovely location, but our event has gotten bigger and bigger.
Right.
It's allowing us to display more cars and more of the special exhibits that people love. You know, I mentioned earlier we're having this Gatsby exhibit, the Life on the Beach exhibit. The boat exhibit has expanded like crazy. I mean, we're going to have 25 vintage boats on
That's
display.
cool.
That's fun.
And that's the big reason we said motoring festival. It allows
'Cause
us
it's
to
not just
have
cars.
not just
The
cars.
boats are some of my favorite parts.
Oh, it's a blast. And I mean, and by the way, you'll be able to buy your Salty Dog T-shirt at our event.
Yes,
Salty
Man, not
Dog.
even more.
We're sponsored.
Yeah, thank you so much for being one of our sponsors,
Oh, you're
because
welcome. We look
it
forward to
really is exciting.
Okay, so for everybody that wants to go, where do they go buy tickets?
You want to buy your tickets, you can buy your tickets right now online at HHIMotoringFestival.com, and then of course you can buy them at the gate.
And buy them now because they're slightly
They're
discounted. correct?
discounted now, exactly. So
All
for the next
right.
few weeks.
It's always exciting, and I can't believe it's that time of year again. So thank you for joining us once again, and make sure that you come back and join us next time for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.